So you still can't decide between Notability and Goodnotes. Well, in this video, I'll talk you through everything you need to know to make that decision. Let's not waste your time, and here are timestamps for everything in this video, so feel free to jump around. And here is my upfront conclusion. I personally prefer Notability, but if after watching this video you still can't decide between Notability and Goodnotes, then I suggest that you buy both apps and refund one of them. So let's start by talking about how each app organizes your notes. So here's how Notability organizes your notes. You can put your notes into subjects and then put these subjects under dividers. So it looks something like this. I've got on the left, these circles are my subjects, and the ones with the down arrow, these are collapsible dividers. So this lecture is considered a note, and this note belongs to the lecture subject, and then the lecture subject belongs to the psychiatry divider, if you know what I mean. And you can also easily drag notes into other subjects. Goodnotes, on the other hand, uses folders to organize your notes, very similar to Finder on macOS or Explorer on Windows. You can create as many deeper layers of organization as you want by creating folders within folders within folders and so on. This is very useful if you have lots of notes. So you can, for example, create different folders for each year of university, and within those folders you can put all of the subjects for each year. That way you will have all of your notes across all the years, all in one place. That's something you cannot do with Notability. And because you likely have many notes that way, Goodnotes gives you a favorite tab, so you can favorite all of the subjects or all of the folders that you want to quickly get access to. Another thing to talk about in this category is the note switcher. Notability will show you the 10 most recent notes if you drag your finger left to right from the edge of the screen, and you can open any of these notes, or you can just drag and drop across the screen so you can have two notes open at the same time side by side. Goodnotes, however, uses tabs at the top of the screen. So if we look here, you can see all of the notes are open at the top here. So you can access all of your most recent notes here at the top. And if you wanted, you can drag them to the edge of the screen so you can have two notes open at the same time side by side. So this round goes for Goodnotes for better organization. Next, let's talk about tools. Notability allows you to select from 12 different thicknesses. Thickness? I don't know. As well as choosing between a pressure sensitive pen or the normal constant pressure one. And also gives you the option to make the line dotted. This is if you want to, say, draw circles around stuff or underline certain things. You can make whatever combination you want of different colors and different sizes and add it to the favorite tab on the side so you can quickly switch between your favorite tools. Goodnotes, on the other hand, allows you to favorite 3 colors and 3 different sizes, so it's not as flexible as Notability. Huh? What do you want? Oh yeah, they're doing that right now. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks. The highlighter tool works great in both apps, and your highlights will appear behind the text. Now, this was a big problem with Notability in the previous versions, where if you highlight something, that appears on top of the text, but they fixed that, so both apps have great highlighter tool. Then you got the eraser, which works great on both apps as well. You can select between partial or whole erasing, but Notability gives you 12 different sizes for the eraser versus Goodnotes, which only gives you 3 sizes. However, Goodnotes has a really good function for the eraser, and that's called the auto deselect toggle. When you have this turned on and you erase something, as soon as you finish erasing, it automatically switches back to the pen tool. In terms of drawing shapes, both apps have a great shape recognition tool. So you can draw and hold for a second for the shape to be created. So if I draw a circle, or a triangle, or a square. The difference is that Notability allows you to immediately edit the shape that you've just created. Whereas with Goodnotes, you've got to select it after you've drawn it. Also, Goodnotes has a dedicated shapes button. So if you select that, you can draw without having to press and hold. So you can just draw and it will recognize almost all of the shapes. Both apps have a good selection tool, so you can select stuff and just move them around. And they both have a good presentation mode if you're planning on doing presentations often. This is a tough and a close one, but I'm giving this to Notability. Next, let's talk about the writing experience. Now, this is the most important one. Luckily, both apps have a great writing experience and will make your handwriting look a lot better than what it is. But the deal breaker for you is going to be the paper templates. Goodnotes has a wide selection of paper templates, ranging from weekly planners, monthly planners, music paper, Cornell, And it also allows you to import custom paper templates from the internet. Oh, and you can change the paper templates even midway through your notes. You can have one page be a line paper or else the other page be like a maths paper. That's unlike Notability where you have to stick to one template throughout all of your notes. And it doesn't give you much choice. I think it only gives you 4 different paper templates of different sizes. So this is an easy, quick win for Goodnotes. Next, let's talk about how each app handles your media. If you want to import an image from your photo library, Goodnotes does it better. So if you click on this image icon, it shows you your most recent photos, and you can select any photo you want and import that immediately into your note. Whereas with Notability, it's a few taps away, so you gotta tap the plus icon, go to photo library, and then go to recently added photos, select the photo that you want, and then tap add for it to be added to your notes. So it's definitely a lot easier on Goodnotes. However, Notability allows you to add stickers and GIFs right from the app. That's something you cannot do within Goodnotes. Another great feature for Notability is its record function. So if you record a lecture and you're making notes as you go along, and then when you play back the lecture, you will see your writing playback at the same time as well. So for media handling, Notability wins this round. Last but not least, let's talk about other miscellaneous features. You can create a link for any note in Notability and share this link with anyone to open on any device. Goodnotes has something a bit different to this called collaboration, but it requires both people to have iPads and both people to have Goodnotes installed on their iPads. In terms of backing up your notes, both apps will sync with iCloud and will also allow you to back your notes with other cloud services like Dropbox, Google Drive and whatnot. Another miscellaneous feature for Goodnotes is the flashcard page, where it splits the page into 2. You can write your question and then write your answer at the bottom. I tried it, I didn't like it, and it just felt gimmicky to me. So this round goes to Notability. Right, so that's almost everything compared. I use Notability because to me it feels cleaner and easier on the eyes, and not as overwhelming as Goodnotes. But I still have both apps installed, and so for you, if you still can't make your decision, I suggest that you buy both apps. Play around with them for a couple of hours, make your decision, and then refund one of them. I put a link and an explanation on how to refund an app through the App Store. That's it for this video. If you've enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing for more content like this, and check out my other videos. See ya!